What's going on YouTube? And welcome back to JoJo Speaks after a break that we took last week. Thank you guys for coming back with us, our loyal supporters. We appreciate all of your views. We appreciate your input into JoJo Speaks. We appreciate you. There will be no JoJo Speaks without our viewers. So thank you guys so much for being here. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. So go ahead and mash that thing. It takes less than a second to mash it. So go ahead and mash it, y'all. Also, be sure to click the thumbs up button. We'd like to see some comments. Let us know your thoughts on the topics we're discussing tonight, as well as pressing the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Got some new videos coming up for you guys. We're reacting to a show. I'll do another announcement later on, but when that's closer to coming into fruition. Also, be sure you share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. Genesita, how are you doing, my love?
I'm doing well. I am blessed and highly favored. Keeping it funky, keeping it real.
At all times. Want to give a shout out. Some great news. Shakari Richardson, who was in the news for testing positive in the previous Summer Olympics due to the marijuana. She won the 100-meter race
Due
to
to the what now?
qualify. The marijuana, the ganja, the weed, honey.
My mama would call it the wacky weed.
Well, all weed ain't wacky now. Like
the, the wacky tobacco.
Okay, yes. So yes, she won the 100-meter final trial to qualify for the Paris Olympics. So shout out to Shakari Richardson. I'm so glad that she did not let that instance stop her or slow her down from being the great runner that she is. So shout out to her. Also,
Agreed.
a number of celebrities are due to receive a star on the Walk of Fame in 2025, including Prince, whom I'm shocked that he did not have a star prior to now,
Agreed.
as well as Fantasia, Nia Long, okay, Busta Rhymes, as well as Sherry Shepherd. Congratulations to her. Courtney B. Vance, great actor. The Isley Brothers and Misty Copeland as well. So congratulations to those finally getting their due diligence as far as the Hollywood Star Walk of Fame is concerned. Biggest news that's come out most recently, former housewife of Atlanta, Kenya Moore, it has been announced that she will not be returning to season 16 of The Housewives of Atlanta due to an incident in where she revealed explicit content concerning one of the new housewives. Her name is Brittany. I'm not exactly sure what her last name is. I have no idea who she is, what she does, who she stands for. I don't know anything about this girl, but Kenya
Lord.
publicly shared an explicit moment of hers. And this is the backlash from it. They said initially that she was indefinitely suspended from filming, and now we know that she will no longer be filming for season 16. I will have to say, first of all, I'm not surprised that this happened, although I am disappointed that it happened, because I'm assuming that this season will be a dud. I have no expectations whatsoever as far as the season is
Hmm.
concerned. I'm assuming that it's going to be quite boring. First of all, I've never been the biggest fan of Portia. To be honest, I wasn't necessarily that excited to hear that she was coming back for season 16. So I don't know if she can necessarily save the show. And now that Kenya's not going to be there, there's going to be an even more expectations for these girls to be able to show up and show out. So I don't know exactly what this season is going to look like. Again, I don't have high expectations. Jennifer, what are your reflections on everything that has led up to this and the aftermath of thereafter?
To be honest, I don't have a whole lot of care,
Hmm.
but I can say that I was surprised that it was one of those indefinitely situations, or excuse me, or just for the rest of the season. Um, Apparently, what she did was whatever.
Reprehensible.
Thank you. And for some reason, I have actually like thought her to be smarter than that.
Hmm.
I don't know why she was acting so crazy, but maybe she was doing something that she thought would make sure that she was safe or something like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Um, but even still, I don't think um that she was thinking in the right mind, possibly. I don't know. She's been very cunning for a very long time. I don't know
Mhm.
why this is the moment that she chose to go across a line. She's been putting stuff in people's faces. She's been doing all this, that, and the third. But to do that,
It's a
that's a
bit
bit
much.
much.
It's
That's
a bit
not
much.
only a bit much, a bit illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a bit a suable offense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? All that. But we do have a lot of comments, Jonathan. I know because if I just let you go, we'd be done in the next 20 minutes. Can I go ahead and give you these comments?
Please do. Please do.
Do you like my warm smile?
Of course, always. And your warm tone as well. It's a
Why,
nice
thank you.
combination.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
Dustin is here.
Hey, Justin.
Peace and blessings unto you, good sir. All right. Uh gosh. Why was Pastor Lorenzo on my lips? And I'm literally looking at Latoya's name right now.
Hey,
Latoya!
Latoya.
She says, everyone come on in, hit like, share, and the subscribe button. And she says, hey, family, hey. Hey, Latoya. Latoya says, hey, my forever king Booski Boo. Let's see. Mamere is here.
Hi, Mamir.
Hello. Hi Dustin and hi Latoya. I hope the both of you are doing well this evening. She's so sweet. Um, hi, Latoya. Does JoJo have super chats? I didn't see the little icon that lets me get one. No, not just yet. So apparently I need to go ahead and get Jonathan's what's it called? Cash app on the thingy
Right.
in Jesus' name. Because we don't want you to be anybody to be asking, where can I donate?
Right.
Until we get the super chats, we'll get that cash app going. Okay, I'm losing my mouth. Anyway, Bianca says, happy Thursday,
Yes. Hey,
fam.
Bianca.
Welcome to JoJo Speaks. Hit that like and subscribe button as you enter the room. Now let your hair down. Now Jonathan's not going to let his hair down because he just got it did yesterday.
Right.
But
It's gonna stay up for at least 3 weeks.
okay, so don't if you can't let your hair down, just wrap it up.
Right. That's a good one.
Kick off your shoes, and we're about to have a good time, y'all. We absolutely are. Bianca's in here saying hello to each and everybody. God bless you. Um, Latoya said, Bianca, your nephew says he misses you. Oh, that's
Okay, them cooking partners, honey, cooking up a storm, honey.
okay.
Yes.
You remember what I was doing while they were cooking?
I don't know. What were you doing? Because they were cooking
Sleeping.
a lot. Oh, yes, absolutely. Sleeping. Yes, that's what she was doing. Sleeping while they was cooking. Yes.
Uh, that's not bad.
No.
Anyway, uh, Latoya says, Mamere, I don't think oh, she's answering. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get the Cash App up. Thank you so much, though. You're so
I'm about
sweet.
to give it in a second. But go ahead.
Latoya says, Bianca and him said he loves you. Uh, whole showing his teeth. He loves you whole, showing all his teeth. Okay. Yes. He said, why you ain't text him? Oh, God. Good Lord. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, Regina
Hey,
is
Regina.
here. The Juice Radio and Talk Show is available here. Y'all go ahead and see what she got going on over there. Latoya says, Jitty. That's how I'm just gonna sing it for you.
Yes.
And Latoya says hello to Regina. Latoya also says Kenya ought to be ashamed of herself. Yeah, that's like ridiculous. I feel that somewhere in her deep-seated methodical soul, she would be able to find a different way, a legal
Hmm.
way. There's so
Right.
many ways. Um, Bianca says, tell him I Justin, I love him more. And wait, hold on, things are moving too fast. Okay, there we go. I love him more, my sous chef, trap music, and horror movie buddy. I'll text him so he can lock me in.
Yes. Yeah, they were playing that trap music while they was cooking now. They had a blasting, honey.
Trap music.
Yes.
Mm. Maybe it's a good thing I was sleeping. Cause you know when I'm out and about, I don't need all that. Boo, 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 boo. I need something nice and sweet.
Okay. Play
Something,
something nice. Okay.
something nice. Okay,
Okay.
I don't need all that extra.
Okay, we like a sweet melody over here.
Come on. Latoya says, by the way, I proved y'all wrong. Latoya says, my boo got a new do.
I do. Yes, absolutely.
Bianca says, Latoya, they took it out. I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. Latoya says, the lies, the lies. Yeah. You just ready on talk show says, hi, Latoya and Bianca. My apologies for the late response. I'm on the phone with Bishop Kimbrough.
Yes, please give your prayers for Bishop Kimbrough. He's not in the best of health at this time, so
Mm,
please send up your prayers. I love that man with every single bit of my heart, and I'm only praying for the best. I'm praying for a miracle, complete recovery
absolutely.
in Jesus' name.
Amen and amen. Let's see. Bianca says, Latoya, we're telling the truth. Girl, I don't know what y'all talking about. And a part of me don't want to know.
Okay,
And that's okay.
and that's fair because that's your business,
Thank you, Jonathan, for the confirmation.
of course.
And Latoya says, whatever. And she also says, Regina, I called him earlier. So I'll make sure to send my regards to him as well. All right. So what's next?
For those who are wondering, my Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. So it's all one, of course, with all Cash Apps. It's all together, no spaces. Jonathan Lee, JONATHANLEE 07. That's JONATHANLEE 07. If you'd like to donate.
So
Thank you
so
so
you
much.
got that as your you got your whole name up in there.
I do. Is that not a smart thing to do? Is that what
Oh no,
you're
I
alluding to?
wanted to do it so I can um
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Um, so next,
hold on. I'm not finished yet.
oh, sorry.
Okay, so it's $ JONATHAN Lee 07.
Yes,
Oh, that's easy. My
it
bad.
is.
If I could spell it right, JONAT. You can go ahead. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's completely fine. So as we all know, or as you may not know, the first presidential debate for the 2024 presidential election is happening. If it hasn't, already been over now. It's a whole lot going on. I'm actually surprised that they both agreed to it. Donald Trump said earlier last week that he's put it out there that both he and Biden should take a drug test prior to the debate. Also, there will be no audience at this debate. It's run by CNN. If
Hmm.
they try to talk over one another, Cash App's right at the bottom, y'all, for my Cash App.
It's spelled
Um,
right. It look good.
yes, it does look good. It looks perfect.
Merry Christmas. I
Yes.
like it.
So apparently, if they try to interrupt one another, they will turn off the microphone of the candidate who is not talking or not supposed to be talking at that time, so that we'll be able to hear clearly the answers and responses to the various questions that they'll be asking during the debate.
It's unfortunate that they have to do that.
Well, I mean, when you're dealing with people who are irrational, you have to govern yourself accordingly, and they have governed themselves accordingly.
Yeah,
Uh,
they had to do
Again,
that.
I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go. I'll probably watch it. I think it's going to be end up being on Peacock, if I'm not mistaken, either Peacock, Paramount Plus, one of those streaming services. So I'll watch it again later. But just on the debate itself, do you have any expectations concerning this debate and who you think might come out on top with this debate? Because apparently, due to the polls, although I really don't believe in polls because polls are not always right, do you think this debate can sway some undecided voters? I saw the Daily Show did a segment with Triumph the insult comic dog with undecided
Really?
voters. Yes, it was he's like my favorite. Like, I can't say that a puppet is my favorite comedian, but I
It's
laugh
hilarious every time.
nonstop.
I
Okay,
would I would like to thank
at
Conan
Triumph.
O'Brien for
Yes.
that. I'm telling you, Conan O'Brien, he's one of the only ones that I continue to watch. But go on ahead.
Yeah, but what are your expectations with this debate? And what do you think we'll be able to learn from this debate? I am fully expecting Biden to refer to Donald Trump as a convicted felon at least once in this debate. That's what I'm looking for. That's my only expectation. But what are yours,
Okay.
Jennifer?
I hope we got a good homegirl somewhere around there to assist with the shade.
Okay,
Um, but I promise you, Jonathan, I have no expectations,
me
and
either.
I mean not one expectations. To be honest, I hardly have a hope, much less because my hope is in Jesus, not
Okay,
in these old
these
men,
men's.
these
Okay.
old men's. So to be honest, I'm really just the only thing I expect is my TikTok to be on fire in the morning. That's literally it. That's all I expect.
Absolutely. Also, Donald Trump said earlier this week that since his mugshot was posted, his support from the not only the African American community but the Hispanic community has risen as a result of
What is it done?
has risen as a result of his mugshot being put out there, and he apparently thinks that this is going to reach the African American and Hispanic community because we can relate to this. I don't think he understands how racist this train of thought is. But what was your reaction when you heard that he's touting that his support from the African American and Hispanic community has risen as a result of just his mugshot?
Well, first of all, those are lies.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, it's just clear anybody that thought twice about that particular comment
Hmm.
would be like, "Hey, that's racist." So it's like they can really identify with me now because I've been in the trenches.
Hmm.
It's like come on, and not every African American has been a felon nor in prison.
Not I, said the cat. Okay.
Okay, that doesn't make us better. That's just not our story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
um, everybody has their own story. There are things that they've done because, as I don't know a whole lot of Black people that will, put themselves in bankruptcy over and over again and inflate the cost and the value of properties that we own. We apparently don't have a whole lot in common.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's foolishness, but God bless them regardless. Latoya says, Jennifer, we were talking about Halloween 2018. Yeah.
Okay.
S-
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched
That's
that
more for
over.
Jonathan.
Yeah, we watched that over the weekend. And I told y'all, I don't be getting into them scary movies, but I sat down and I enjoyed with my peoples that we watched Scream 6. And when I tell you they was killing up in that thing,
Killing.
they
Death.
was the okay overkilling, like stabbed a minimum of 20 times, Shunny.
Like for
It was a
what?
good situation. Miss Kim. Yes. Yes. Okay. Proper bow, honey. Okay. Gotta show proper respect, honey, to the queen.
As you should.
Okay. As she sits on her throne. Okay.
Latoya immediately said hello to Miss Kim as well as Bianca. Y'all welcome Miss Kim up in the space. Let's see. Um, Latoya says, was it really a debate or a clown show?
Probably a clown show more.
Solid question, right? Miss Kim says, I was watching the debate. Ooh, marvelous.
Ooh.
But I took a break. I'm not voting Republican ever. So this debate won't change my mind or vote. Our basic human rights are on the line. Project 25, y'all. Excuse me, Project 2025, y'all.
Hmm.
Research it. Yeah, that project is scary. Y'all need to make sure to look at that. Just to give you a reminder, it may not be a reminder who to vote for, but maybe just that you need to vote. Make sure you vote.
Hmm.
My voters registration card came in for the county that we're in, so making sure
Awesome.
that we are valid
Okay.
in this county.
I'm so glad we don't need that thing to vote because I have no idea where mine is. No
Yeah, you
idea.
should only need your ID, hopefully, but
That's what it is. That's how it always
try
been.
not to wait too late. Try to vote early just in case you
Right.
have to wait a while for some kind of, update information or whatever. Do your best because these things, all of the voting times or what's was it, primaries and stuff like that. All
Hmm.
of that is important. Voted all of them, dagnabbit. Anyway, Latoya says, nope, none of them. Um, can we find somebody who else to do it? Oh, child. That's too late, sis. Um, Miss Kim says Trump came out gate lying. Surprise, surprise. That's what he knows how to do. He do it very well. He
Yes.
likes to create fantasies and fallacies.
Right.
Latoya says risen from one to two people. Mm. Bianca says if you're enjoying this live and you want to support the host, oh, she put in your cash app in there, the link.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca. You so sweet. Um, Miss Kim says Trump traffics heavily in stereotypes with black and brown people, crime and poverty. He should be able to align himself with poverty soon.
Okay.
Latoya says, Bianca, you can stop throwing your little iPhone capabilities in my face. What? just just low down. Thought we was down like biscuits and gravy. Excuse me.
Okay.
um Latoya says, Miss Kim, namaste. Where's that coming from, Latoya? Bianca says, Latoya, what I do this time? See how I get thrown into it? Because I don't know what happened. I ain't even did none in my Nene Leaks voice. I ain't just.
Okay. I ain't even did nothing. That's right, Bianca. I ain't did. Okay.
And Latoya says I'm on the flow.
Absolutely. I want to send a shout out to Miss Vernice. Thank you so much for your donation. I really, really, really appreciate it. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you.
Love
You
you,
didn't
Miss
have to do it,
Bernice.
but you did. So
But
thank
you
you
did.
so much. Didn't have to do it, but he did. Okay, you did it, Miss Vernice, and we appreciate you. So the next topic that we have on hand is the singer Tyla. She was on the Breakfast Club. I think might have been 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And she was asked a colored question because she refers to herself as colored. She's originally from South Africa. And Charlamagne the God was doing an interview with someone. I'm not sure exactly who it was, but he said many times when artists and celebrities come in, they'll have their people, their publicists, their managers tell them certain questions that they are not to be asked, certain boundaries and perimeters that they should stay in. As far as their questioning is concerned. And apparently the colored question was one of those questions that wasn't to be asked. But we all know Charlamagne the God. He's going to do whatever the F he wants to do. So he ended up asking her about the colored question. And Tyla proceeded to look back, and her publicist and or manager had to let Charlamagne know, yeah, we ain't touching that subject. Jennifer, you said you had some thoughts on this. What was your thought on this
Absolutely.
whole thing?
I think this is okay. First of all, she's not just, from South Africa. She came from South Africa to try to be big in America. So that's where she started. She once her song Water really started making traction, she started showing her face in America. Not saying
Hmm.
that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying she started making, doing the rounds out here.
Yeah.
And here's an issue, okay? First of all, the rest of the world, the whole world has to understand that when you go from one country to the next, there's going to be different culture, there's going to be different thought processes, and especially when it comes to race, religion, all of those things, there's going to be whole different thought processes.
Hmm.
So there may be some things that the Americans may not understand of South Africans
Right.
and vice versa when it comes
Hmm.
to race, because there's some major things, just like here in America we had slavery, we went through Jim Crow and things of that nature, and down in South Africa, they have gone through apartheid. So
Hmm.
we have gone through our things. You know
Our
what I'm
shuttles.
saying? Yeah. And when it comes down to what we call ourselves, who we are, if you say that you're colored to an American person, they would be in a state of what are you talking about slash confusion.
Right.
And to be honest, if you call yourself in some realms, I'm not saying this is everybody, but in
Hmm.
some realms, if you go down to South Africa and call yourself African American, they'll say like, no, you're just African. Or they would
Right.
want to know what your origin is, but we don't. It's not that we don't have our origin, but
Hmm.
we've been in America for over 400 years.
Right.
We have culture. We created culture here. So when they came out here, they also had an inflated sense of Tyla being just as big as Beyonce.
Okay.
So Beyonce was able to build up to not have to talk anymore
Right.
about sensitive things.
Hmm.
At the beginning, she had to do all the interviews,
Right.
but now she don't have to say a word to nobody.
I can't remember the last time Beyonce did an interview. I cannot
Ooh,
remember the last time she did an interview. Literally.
okay. And I believe that they were under the impression that she'd be on that same train.
Yeah.
When it comes to also another thing, when it comes to America, you have to talk about your things.
Hmm.
If
We
you
get
didn't
in your
want
business.
Okay, if you didn't
Okay.
want to talk about the things,
We are
you shouldn't have
newsy.
came up here.
Exactly.
So, I really do believe that uh, I don't blame Tyla. I
Hmm.
blame her people
Right.
because they did a marvelous job of making sure that she was not informed
Hmm.
or there wasn't a plan, a strategy of how to explain herself. She could have easily said, I do believe that there are some misunderstandings back and forth with culture, and I'm
Hmm.
ready to learn more so that I can understand. But this is what I meant when I said this,
Right.
and I did not mean any harm.
Yeah.
But instead of giving humble, she gave A+ list star. And
Right. And it's like, girl, you just got one hit single, honey.
yeah,
That's
and
literally it.
what's even worse, have you ever heard of a blind item?
I've heard of a blind item, but explain to the people what that is for those who don't know.
A blind item is just information that people put out about celebrities without including their names.
Hmm.
So I've recently seen a blind item that was about Tyla.
Okay.
Child, guess what?
What?
They are turning down her opening up for specific people because she believes she needs to be opening up for A+ stars like Beyonce.
Wow.
Girl, you just got here yesterday.
She is putting 50 on 10. Like
Yeah.
literally. Like it's that's crazy to me.
And this is the thing that social media can really do to people.
Hmm.
It can really make you think that you are literally on top of the world when you still have not taken your steps to get where you want to be or where you think you
Right.
are. So apparently I had a whole lot of thoughts about Tyler, but that's what's going on with that.
If
It's unfortunate.
if Tyla herself does not have an ego, her team is making her look like she got the biggest ego there is
One or
out
the
there.
other.
It has to be one or the other. It has got to be one or the other because the ego is present
Now, what made
in the
me
room.
think that it was Tyler, that it was
Hmm.
a group effort of ego,
Right.
is the way that she looks when the questions are being asked.
Yeah.
Like when you're in
You
America,
asking me?
didn't you like
That's exactly what she did. As soon as he asked the question, she did like this.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the problem. They should have went in there before. Okay, don't lean just on your own understanding. That's just a thing, not just in the Bible, but in everything. You can't walk into a space that's leaning on what you think you know about something.
Right.
Her South African publicists should have called up some American publicists just
Hmm.
so that they can say, how should we do this here in America? We know how to work in South Africa. How do we do it here?
Right.
And I think that she would be in better graces.
Agreed.
We have plenty of we have comments.
Okay.
Miss Vernice, hello, God bless you.
Yes.
She says, if you were born in the 50s or 60s, such as myself, your birth certificate says, come on, New York, New York. listed you as colored or Negro. Mine shows me as colored. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would have hoped. I think the only reason why they look at her crazy when she talks about colored is because it just seems like it's just,
Out of
um,
touch.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mother Vernice. I was about to call you Bernice. Anywho, because I kept on seeing the B for Bianca.
Yeah.
Miss Kim says, I'm not familiar with Tyla outside of her song Water. I can't I can't
Me
add
too.
anything to this conversation, but I do believe colored is the term. Yes. In South Africa, Charlemagne should do his research beforehand. To be honest, I personally feel personally, I feel it's not necessarily up to Charlemagne to have that because it's been a question on everybody. And uh, being that a lot of Americans has gotten it misconstrued, I think in her mind and
Hmm.
her team's mind, I think it would have been a good time to try to educate. I don't care how many times you have to educate people. It would have been a great time to educate because that's the question that
Right.
people have had on their minds about her. Um, Ms. Kim said Charlemagne could have asked that question in a different way to teach his listeners something. Now I
I
can hear
like that.
you. I
I
hear
like
you,
that.
Miss Kim. That's why
Right.
you're the queen.
Yes.
Uh, Tyler needs to relax.
Okay.
She's too new to the game.
Okay. Too new. You right. Okay.
It's so true.
As New York said in their classic read with Omarosa, you guys
Yes,
need to understand the pecking order. Okay.
I love her. Latoya says, "Hey, Mama V, love you to pieces." Yes, my girl,
Yes.
Bernice. Okay, go ahead.
Child. So Chloe Bailey brought up an issue that Scissor brought up quite a while ago. She said, excuse me, any music I do will easily and quickly be categorized as R&B because I am a Black woman. Jennifer, do you see this as an issue in the music industry? Because I honestly I honestly don't see it as an issue because I just accept your music, whatever genre it may be, as it comes. If I like your music, if I like your artistry, then I'm going to support you if I like it. However, I don't believe now, with the exception of in the awards, of course, the awards are definitely categorized. And so, if you're releasing pop music, like let's say Rihanna, and you're nominated in the R&B category, it's going to be an issue. But if you're doing pop music and your name is something else, that might be another issue. But apparently this seems to be an issue in the and the African American community, being pigeonholed into one little square of R&B. That's all that you can do. That's all that you're capable of. That's all we know you
That's all we
to
see you
be.
as.
That's all we see you as. And so apparently it's an issue. And so maybe I need to renew my mind concerning that. What are your thoughts on the fact that many Black artists are labeled as something just because of the color of their skin?
Um, First, I like to think about what kind of music do they do?
Right.
Because if it was somebody, I don't like to use the Beyonce for everything, but dag nabbit. There was a song that she did on her Lemonade album
Hmm.
called Hurt Yourself. That song is like rock all the way.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I believe they would still call that R&B.
Right.
Now, personally, the most that I can say for Chloe and SZA, I believe the furthest that they'd be able to go would be pop
Yeah.
per their music, because I do hear a little pop with SZA. I'm not so sure with Chloe. I mostly hear R&B, hip hop kind of
Right.
thing
Kind
going
of
over
feels.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I go based upon what I hear. I'm not sure if they're the ones to make those kind of complaints.
Yes, my
No
thoughts
shade.
exactly. It's no shade at all, but it's like I hear what I hear, and I feel
Yeah,
like when you say that, it makes me think that I'm hearing things. You know what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
so. So
But
what else have you done?
but Jennifer, do you see it as an issue for those artists who feel as though they're being pigeonholed? Do you see it as an issue? Because I really
I believe
don't think it matters.
it does kind of matter if you think
Okay.
about it, right?
Right.
So think about how um what's that man name? Think about how Kanye was able to get a number one gospel album
Yeah.
because he's Kanye and people are
Right.
going to buy. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
like if you have the money, the status, you pretty much can like push what you want because
Hmm.
some songs and some music can teeter totter on the edge of gospel, but just still not be considered technically a gospel song.
All right.
Um, let's see. Oh, Latoya said, well, first of all, let me read this. Mother Vernice says, because you have white South Africans, they refer to blacks and others as
As
coloreds.
color. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah, and to do that here in America, it's not gonna go over well.
Right. Yeah. I
Bianca's
think I think
mhm,
Donald Trump used the word colored at one point
unfortunately,
in time. So, you see the reaction you get. Clearly, if it's a question in
yes.
your interview, it's an issue.
Latoya says, K. Michelle said the same thing.
She
Yeah.
did. She did.
Now I can agree with K. Wait, hold on. Let me highlight that one. K.
Okay.
Michelle, it makes sense. I get it because she actually did some thing. I'm coming, Michael.
She did some country.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Mike.
How you doing?
We're
hey.
doing well. How are you?
I just got in my car, you guys, so you gotta excuse me.
You are excused.
Oh,
It looks like HR is not available at the moment, so you'll be fine.
Right. Yeah.
okay.
She ain't in the room.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well. We're now talking about Chloe Bailey, mentioning the fact that any music that she puts out is going to be considered R&B because she's a Black woman. I was personally saying that I don't see any issue with it. I really don't think it matters what you categorize your music as long as you have people listening to it and supporting it. It's going to be what it's going to be. People will receive music whether it's categorized as pop, as gospel, as R&B, whatever the case may be, they listen to it because of the music, not the category that it's put in. But that's what we're talking about now.
But do we really
Oh,
Bailey is
sorry.
an R&B artist?
That's the thing, and that was our point because we see SZA and Chloe Bailey as R&B artists because that's the music that they put out. But maybe they're saying these things now because they're looking to venture into other genres of
Now
But
music.
I
I
don't
can hear
think
that.
Chloe Bailey ever put out but one R&B song.
Yeah, it's a sticky situation. It really is, and we don't know if they're the best representatives to bring this topic of discussion to the forefront. Um, but Jennifer, go ahead and read the rest of those comments here.
Miss Kim says very few black artists cross over into pop. Michael and Janet have been successful at it. Music execs always think black R&B soul hip hop. Exactly.
Right,
Black
exactly.
equals R&B soul and hip hop. Bianca did say, "Come on, pecking order."
Okay,
Bianca says Rihanna has crossed over to pop and rock. She's so talented. I love her.
agreed.
She has, but did they categorize her as rock?
I
They
think when
didn't.
she put out that rock album, well, not it wasn't a rock album, but wasn't the album called Ro- was it was that oh it was called Rated R, but that
Rated
was
R.
more of
Yeah,
I think that was maybe her first really crossover
Hmm.
album.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Also, who else was seen as rock? Tina Turner. But they let
Rock
her
and
get out
roll.
of
But they
that.
never classify her as R&B though. They always have her
Never
Yeah,
as rock.
did.
you're
Right.
right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Bianca says happy Thursday. Mike.
Hello everyone. I'm sorry I'm not on camera, but I'm in my car and it's dark and I'm sweating because I had a little cocktail at this place. So
No
Yes,
just
we,
excuse
worries.
me.
Mike, we appreciate your sacrifice, boo. We
Yes.
appreciate it, honey.
And
Okay.
and don't worry about saying anything else. We don't want anything to get back to HR.
Okay.
Latoya says, Mike Nasty, we misses
Mike
you.
Nasty in the building.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you for Bianca for letting you guys know where you can donate unto the host, Mr. Joe Nathan himself. JoJo Speaks. Here's his Cash App in the comments if you need it. Um, Miss Vernice says, the R&B artist that I am in love with now is October London. Is great live. October
You
London.
know what? When I go to the cigar lounge, it's this guy in there that loves October London. He does a lot of remake. He sounds like somebody, old school person. I can't think of his name, but he sounds
Okay.
very good. Actually, it's actually a good old. It's like I would say old school album, but he copies, well, not copies, but remakes a lot of old school songs, and he
Oh,
sounds
okay.
very good at doing it.
Hmm.
October London. I found him.
You
Yes,
found him
you have to look him up.
on the YouTubes.
You
Yes.
can find him on YouTube. We're not gonna exploit him because he doesn't pay us to do so. But um,
Okay.
I'm gonna just find him. All right. Oh, I missed you, Mike.
I miss you guys too.
Yes, we missed you, boo.
Who
All
Um,
who have you
right.
talked about so far today?
Um,
I was just going to ask you about Kenya not returning to Housewives of Atlanta for
Kenya
season
Moorhouse.
16.
You
that's
know
what
what?
I said.
Okay, so I have. This is what I really feel. Now you know I don't have a love for Kenya.
Right,
Now me being an adult, I don't want to see anybody lose their job because
right.
I know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Come on.
But
Okay,
on the other hand, Kenya has did so many nasty, trifling, low down and dirty things to other housewives to the point where karma, you don't know when she's coming to get you, but she's
okay.
always gonna be on time.
Always.
Always. And I hate no, I hate it for her because I do think Kenya is a great housewife, but you can't do dirty all the time. And from what I heard is she is the reason why Marlo can't come back because she went to the network and said certain things that if she comes back, blase, blase, blase. But then look how those tables turned around on you. You said all this
Wow.
Oh
about Nene,
wow.
wanting Nene why she's suing, and you going on in different interviews and saying Nene can't come back. Now look at you in the same boat.
Exactly. Yeah.
Golly. And all I can say to that is, Prophet Nene Leak said,
Well, she said it.
you can never win
When
When
you're
you're
playing
playing
dirty.
playing
dirty,
dirty. And
you can never win.
I hope that Kenya takes the lesson from from Nene suing Bravo and does not think about suing them because I've heard that she's thinking about doing that. I hope she does not because you will lose, girl. You will lose.
Now, what I will say, I heard people are comparing her situation to Phaedra, which is two different situations.
It
Yeah,
Yes,
is
no.
Phaedra lied
completely
and did a very bad lie at that.
right.
But Kenya, if allegedly showed this lady pictures of her giving of
Felicia.
the oral transaction, then yes,
Yes.
that is
Professional.
definitely wrong and dirty.
Right.
It is dirty.
Absolutely. And we also discussed the fact that Donald Trump said since his mugshot was released, his support from the African American and the Hispanic community has shot up because they'll be able to relate to him due to his mugshot. Now, I personally said I don't think he realizes how racist that particular comment is. Do you feel as if
He doesn't care.
it is true? Clearly. Do you feel that that's true? Any of your black friends, decided to support Trump due to his mugshot?
First of all, I bet I have no black friends who are saying they want to vote for Trump because of
Okay.
that statement or because of any statement he said. I hope they don't ever come to me think they got to support in that. But uh, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me. And the debate is going on right now, and
Yes.
I told myself I would not watch it, but I'm watching highlights on TikTok.
That's exactly
But
what I said.
Okay. Yeah.
I cannot sit down and go through that whole 2 hours, hour, 2 hours, whatever how long it is, and listen to trash.
Right.
So
I love how on TikTok there's people that will just sit there, watch and analyze and all that good stuff, and I don't have to. That's what I love about
Exactly.
TikTok.
yes,
They
right.
watch it so
It's
we
just,
don't have to.
but my thing is, it's not surprising because it's not like it's the first time or the second time or the third or fourth, fifth time he has done or said something racist.
Hmm.
But I don't understand how we as people of color or people who are immigrant or anything like that, how can you sit and listen to this and be like, yes, Donald Trump for the president of 2024
Right.
or
Mm.
2025? I'm sorry. Like, how can you sit down and listen to that and support that man?
Right. He speaks
Excuse
so
me.
ignorantly.
What has he said to me? I don't know what he hasn't said anything to feed my soul.
Hmm.
So I'm over it. I'm just over it.
Gotcha. So our next story is Iman Shumpert. He's been ordered to make a seven-figure payment to Tiana Taylor as a result of their divorce settlement. Now, I was telling Jennifer, I keep on forgetting that Tiana done got divorced because all I remember is seeing all of the pictures of them and their kids together. But are you at least happy that they've at least settled this thing and she's able to move on? Because apparently Iman was a hater, according to Jennifer.
You know what? This is the one of my couples. One of my couples. This is a couple that I really hate that are getting divorced.
Me too.
I thought this couple would last forever because on TV, just looking at them, not knowing them personally, they
Right.
look like they have everything going for them. They look like they was really in love.
Hmm.
And I just really think it was like a match made in heaven, almost a Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston, but in without the drugs.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I just really hate that they're going through a divorce. Now, speaking of this big old payment, my thing is, I didn't know he had seven figures to give monthly, but if he
Okay.
has it, then I think you should pay it.
Yeah.
Even if it was vice versa. If he had the kids and Tiana was going to pay divorce, I mean pay uh child support. If she has seven figures, then yes, he should pay it. Now, how much? Because seven figures can be anything. How much is he paying monthly?
That they said it's just I believe it was just a one-time seven-figure payment. They didn't
Oh, a one
specify
time
the
payment.
actual number.
My thing, a one time payment is better. A one time payment, you can make that money back in one deal or something. So, I mean, there it
Right.
is.
True.
So, oh well. I mean, when you got the money, you got to pay.
Right, exactly. Jennifer, what are your thoughts on the finalization of their divorce finally coming to an end? What are your thoughts? Because I know
Um,
you love them as a couple as well, didn't you? Because I know I
yeah,
did.
I did, but well, first of all, Tiana Taylor did her best to make sure all of the details of the divorce was as low key as possible.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, Iman made sure to try to speak on all of it, which is very sad because it does not make him look any better in this situation. I did
He
not know that
didn't
man
hear
was.
anything.
It's what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make themselves look better and bigger.
Well, I think that I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Now,
Okay.
if she was quiet and wasn't speaking bad about him, then yes, he should have just been quiet also. But I think what happens is I think people already speculate some of the negative things about a man when they go into a divorce, like, oh, what he did he cheat? Did he do this? It's never about
Right.
what the woman has did. So I think he may be just trying to maybe
Save
save his good
face.
name.
Right.
Possibly, I'm just speaking a devil's advocate.
Hmm.
Not saying he was right, but I think that's why a lot of men talk in the very end.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it would have been better if he just stayed quiet.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Hmm.
Cause yeah, it just it kind of like promotes what she's saying or proves what she was saying, and
Hmm.
it doesn't make things any better. Um, but just to go on here, they're over here talking about that artiste,
Yeah,
and
he does. He does sound like Marvin Gaye. I think somebody put that in the chat. He does remind me of Marvin Gaye for sure. Sounds like him
Okay.
also.
yeah, I just heard "Make Me Wanna." And my mouth dropped open. That's I don't know if y'all noticed I was making expressions and stuff, but that's what I just heard. I was like,
Is
eh?
that a redo of Usher's "You Make Me Wanna"?
No, that's what I thought it
No.
would have been,
Oh,
but no.
okay.
But he sounds so much like Marvin Gaye. Golly.
Wow.
And he got a good amount of streams on this thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to this whole album. It sounds like the
October
music
11th.
that Mama and Daddy got started on, but he is apparently here today. And just like Mother Vernice said, he is under Snoop Dogg's um
Record company.
label. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's what's up.
Let's see what else. Latoya says Kenya did nasty work. Absolutely. Um, Bianca says Latoya's sister, Marvin Fine Behind would have been sick of me. Cause woo, his song I Want You. Yo, Bianca, that's my favorite song. I Want You by Marvin Gaye. Not not my favorite song, period. But from him,
Right.
I like that. I like that way more than Sexual Healing. I don't know why. I just always felt so. Anywho, but yes, I Want You. Amazing, amazing. Make you
Have
drop your
you
jaws.
have you guys? Oh my god, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
You
Have you
good?
guys saw the last episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey?
No, but I do know that there was a big old fight that went down. Did you want to set it up for us, Mike?
Well, I mean, I can set it up, but I really don't know the reason why they were fighting. I do know it was about some kind of hair. It was something stupid, basically. Okay, I
Okay.
will say the fight was only because, of course, it was a heated argument. But Danielle did get in Jennifer's face, and Jennifer did push Danielle. And the
Okay.
moment Jennifer pushed Danielle, Danielle hit her right. I think it was a reflex. Like you can't just put your hands on anybody and don't expect to get
Yeah.
hit back.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, was Danielle wrong? No, I think getting in somebody's face when you're having a heated argument is wrong, but also you still got to keep your hands to yourself, Jennifer.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry.
not Jennifer, the
I
Jen,
should do
the girl
better.
from Housewives. Her name is Jennifer too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
But Mike, what is your reaction to the fact that Real Housewives of New Jersey will not be having a reunion this year?
Well, Andy keeps saying this dumb thing that you will understand the last episode. So I guess everybody has to wait till the last episode to understand. They said everybody will understand why there's not a reunion because it won't be any kind of resolve, basically. Like nobody's talking, everybody's mad at each other.
Right.
Nobody's wanting to rekindle anything. It's best that they just don't even be friends anymore. So everybody's speculating that next season is going to be a different cast, and they're speculating that Teresa, Jen, Dolores, and one other person is going to be on the show, and Melissa, and then also Marge is going to be off.
Oh, wow. Okay,
That's
so
speculation. It's word on the street, but we never
okay.
know until it's time.
Of course not. Yeah, ain't no telling until it actually happens. But
Right.
the last topic that I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Ariana Grande is paying homage to Brandy and Monica's "Boy Is Mine." She made her own version of "The Boy Is Mine." She made a solo version, and she made a version with both Brandy and Monica being featured on the song. I wanted to ask you guys if you heard it, and did you like it? I will have to say I heard the original song. I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of it. The original "Boy Is Mine" song that Ariana did by herself. Then I heard the remix that she put out with Brandy and Monica, and I like that a little bit more. But I think I would have been more receptive to it if it was closer to the original. But to me, it does sound like a completely different song, and so
It is.
I expected to hear of some type of resemblance of "The Boy Is Mine," which I did not, and so that led to me being disappointed. So
What
that's
if you did
probably
not
why
what if you did not have that expectation?
I think I might have liked it a little bit more. I probably would have liked it a little bit more if I didn't expect to hear a remake of the actual song "The Boy Is Mine." But
If
did you
I was
guys
on
hear it? And what did you guys think of it?
if I was on camera, I will be turning my head looking at you. So just imagine
Hold on,
that.
let me do it.
Okay,
Yes.
I see it now. I see it.
Okay. Because I don't think I expect Ariana Grande to remake anything and for it to sound like the original. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not saying she's a bad singer. We all know that she can sing,
Yes.
right.
but she's not a singer. Okay. She's not a soulful singer. Not saying that Monica or Brandy is either, but they can sing.
Right.
Okay. And The Boy's Mind is such a song that should not be touched to me. That song
Agreed.
is so great and it will forever be in everybody's playlist.
Hmm.
And it's on everybody's karaoke machine. and I don't feel like that song should be touched, especially by Ariana Grande. Okay, um, I'm not gonna say anything horrible about her, but I'm just gonna say she shouldn't have did that, and they shouldn't even allow with Brandy and Monica. Are you that thirsty
Right.
for a comeback? Because
Ooh.
why? Beyonce would never. Destiny Child would never.
Okay.
Thank you, but we good. We good, Ariana over here.
Okay.
So I didn't listen
Um,
to it, and I'm not planning on doing it because I don't even want to taint the love that I have for the original song. Okay,
oh, don't worry. It won't take nothing. It's nothing like it. Don't worry. Even
It's
if you heard a
nothing
little bit
like
of it, it's
it.
nothing like it.
you
Um,
sound like New York. It's nothing of the sort.
it's nothing of the sort.
Okay,
No.
she thinks she's the songstress. Okay, she's nothing of the sort. Okay, talking about crazy and
And
her
those
howling
shoes
like
are maiden
like a
shoes.
choking cat.
Like a banshee.
Okay.
Anywho, they were talking about Marvin Gaye a little bit too much, and Miss Vernice said, "I'm choking myself with my pearls." Lord have mercy. Miss Kim says, "I hate where we are in this country. Hillary Clinton was right there, and people voted for a gosh darn reality TV game show host."
They didn't want a woman in the office, I think, but I think she would have been low key. She would have been better than our current president.
Oh,
Okay,
I do agree.
I hear that, I agree with that as well.
And
I,
hell, who doesn't? I mean, Hillary and plus Bill, former president, being the vice. I mean, being the I won't
The
say vice
first
president, but
husband
not the first husband. I don't know how
or
it's never
first
been
gentleman,
done.
I think is the first
First,
gentleman.
I
gentlemen,
don't know what it would be
Yeah,
called because we never had it.
right.
But that would have been good.
Agreed.
uh,
And he and Hillary could have got back at Bill by getting her mm,
Oh no! Oh no! Not getting some good in the Oval Office, honey.
oh
Yes,
no.
legs on the table, honey. Yes.
And I'm done. Um, Ms. Verdi said they should have not. Oh, okay. They should have not let a third party into the bedroom. She's talking about Tiana Taylor and Iman.
Gotcha.
well, never mind. Let me be quiet.
Ew.
Hmm.
Um. Uh. Wait. What? I don't know. Just what's that? Good. Latoya
Have you
says
guys been
$8,000 a
watching
month.
in child support?
No,
Woo.
that's for the.
Okay.
I think the $8,000 a month was for. I don't know. Either it was alimony or child support. Miss Kim says Iman is an insecure man. Thank you. As
Hmm.
Tiana, as Tiana's star rose, he started acting funny, and I
Yeah.
agree. And man, anyway, Latoya says, "Sis, you hearing me, boo? I got you. Come lay your head on this pillow." What? I love me some Tiana Taylor, says Bianca. She's another one that extremely talent, and her children are beautiful. They
Yes,
did
they
that
are beautiful, especially
Yes.
that older one who act just like her mama.
just
Yes, just like her
like
mama.
born in the bathroom. Okay.
Okay.
Have
I
you
love
guys
that story.
seen any clips or have watched BT Plus College Hill this new season?
Yes, a little bit from basically I mostly watch all the clips with Saucy
It is.
Santana.
I've been watching the actual show. It is very good and entertaining. The cast are Saucy Santana, uh, Claudia Jordan,
Oh wow.
Taylor Swift, what's Tamar Braxton.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember that comedian name, but I don't really care for him.
Carlos Miller.
Carlos King. Oh, Carlos Miller. Carlos
Mm-hmm.
King. Carlos Miller, and also the basketball player. I can't remember his name. But anywho, it's a very good season.
Oh,
And
wasn't that Iman Shumpert?
no, Iman is
No,
not on the
something
show.
else.
His name not Iman. He's the this guy's the guy who was from that meme. He's a basketball
Oh, I know
player.
who you talking about, but I never knew his name, but I knew the meme. Hold on.
Whew. I'm gonna have to let y'all
Anywho.
go. It's so hot in this car. I didn't turn my car on because I didn't want all the noise in the background. But
All
I'm
It's
right.
sweating bullets.
It's okay, but you want to give your social media contacts before you get out of here because it's
Yes,
10:30
thank you guys
anyways.
for putting up for me for at least 30 minutes without any camera. I do love you guys. I try to make it as best as I can. But my name is on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and also X, Mr. Real 121, MRREAL 121. And for all you fine single chocolate,
Yes,
um,
yes. The basketball player is Nick Young. Found it.
Nick Young, yes.
Okay.
Um, you guys hit me up in my DMs. Don't meet me there, beat me there.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead and cool off now. We love you, Mike.
We love you,
See
Mike.
y'all
Thank you
next
so
week,
much for
allegedly.
coming. All right. Okay. Yes. Allegedly. Yes. You know the deal. You
You
know
know
it.
it, allegedly.
You know
Okay.
it. Yes. We love
Presumably
you.
so.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
We
All
love you,
right.
Mike.
Bye,
Bye.
Mike. Oh, that's funny. All right, let me get to the rest of these things. They're having a whole lot of conversation in here. I'm trying to hit some things. Okay. It was a cute song. The remix is better. Okay, I
Mhm.
feel the same way as Miss Kim. It's a cute song. The remix is better. Love Brandy and Monica's verses.
I agree. The remix is better. Yes.
Miss Fernie said they reaching.
They yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
mother speaking. Okay.
Okay.
Bianca says I haven't heard it yet. You don't need to if you don't want to.
Yeah,
Um,
you ain't missing nothing if you haven't heard it, girl.
yeah. Um, let's see what else. Burner Boy did a Monica song and tore it up, Afrobeat style. But see, when you add more drums and Africanness to a song, there's no way that we can say no. It's real
Okay.
difficult.
Ain't no way it ain't gonna go off, honey.
To a Brandy song. Yeah, it wasn't a Monica song because I was about to say what song, but it was a Brandy song. Um, oh gosh, Latoya said Nick somebody, Nick Young. Y'all said it before I could find it. Thank y'all. Swaggy B. Anywho, and lastly, Bianca says it was Brandy Miss Kim. I corrected myself. It was sitting on top of the world. Yeah, he
Okay.
remixed "Sitting on Top of the World" and made it to sound really really nice.
Who did that again? Because I need to find
Burna
it.
Boy, Burna Boy.
Burner with an
He
A.
Yeah, he's an Afrobeat. He's super huge. He fills up stadiums and don't nobody like really give it to him like that, but he fills up stadiums. He's internationally known, baby. Now see, if Tyla would act right, she would have been filling up stadiums.
Okay. With her one hit, honey.
Miss Kim said Nick Young's nickname was Swaggy P. Understood.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you so much for that confirmation,
Because
Miss
we're not
Kim.
with it.
Okay.
Okay, here's Jonathan. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho, Bianca said, he is Jonathan. You know, that's all I listen to. Oh, yeah, is the Afro beats.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll send you the song. She said she gonna send you the song.
Okay.
All right.
Your social media contacts, Genesita?
Oh, that's what you're waiting on, huh?
Yes.
My name
As
is
if you didn't
Jennifer.
know.
Well, I didn't know.
I'm just
My
playing,
name is
girl. Go
Jennifer.
ahead.
Okay, and you can find me on TikTok, which is where I am, which is where I bees. Follow me at the light of the Leo. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's going to be at the light of the Leo as well. You can follow me there, and also I have the YouTube at the light of the Leo. You can see me every Monday at 9 p.m. live. Join me there. And lastly, Faithful Warrior Ministries. That
Hmm.
is where we come together and do a lovely prayer together as one. So please join us. It's always a good time there.
Absolutely. You guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. Have to start adding my Cash App. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 0707. Thank you guys once again for joining us this evening. We appreciate your participation in our show. We love the back and forth. We love the comments. Keep on doing it. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, press the notification bell, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now. Y'all have a good night and a wonderful weekend. We love y'all.
Love y'all. Nighty
Bye.
night.